Hi, I'm Cheryl and I'm a Sensible Nutrition educator in Natrona County. Right now, because schools throughout the state have received a grant to be able to offer students free lunches through December, my children are taking advantage of that. That saves me time and money. Otherwise, I have to pack 5 lunches early in the morning. However, one of my children really prefers to have a lunch from home. So I'll show you how I pack a lunch around my plate to make sure that we're getting most of the food groups in. So first of all, for bread, I like to buy whole grain bread. This is 100% whole wheat bread. I just get this at Walmart. And sometimes people think that whole wheat or whole grain bread is more expensive, but this loaf was $1.48. So I think the cheapest loaf might be like 88 cents. So not much more, but a lot more nutritious. And the first thing we always want to do is wash our hands. So let me do that. And sometimes I do buy lunch meat, but that can get expensive and then you have to use it within usually about 4 days. So peanut butter is a very inexpensive and nutritious plant-based protein. I always say there's no shame in peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and this is kind of my go-to. So here we're getting grains with the whole wheat bread and protein with the peanut butter. And then we'll add a little bit of jam, and you can look for the fruit only jam or jelly, which will have even less sugar. It'll be the natural sugar with no added sugar. So there's our sandwich. And I feel like the most economical bags to buy when you're packing lunches are these fold top bags. You can get 200 of them for around $1 at the store. You can get those at the dollar store as well. So our sandwich on some whole grain bread is the grains group with the peanut butter protein. And then I always like to try to pack a fruit. So today the fruit that I'm sending is an apple, and then we just want to rinse this first and dry it off. I always try to pack some vegetables as well, and what my children don't eat in their lunch they can always eat for an after-school snack. So I have some baby carrots baggied up, and recently the other day I was able to make some of our cottage cheese vegetable ranch dip, and this is so good. You simply blend cottage cheese up with half a packet of ranch seasoning, or you can use the Sensible Nutrition ranch seasoning mix. And it tastes like ranch dressing, but it's a lot healthier for you, and it has a tiny bit of calcium. So they'll have some veggies and dip there. And then dairy is such an important group to include for kids, especially as they're growing, to help them have healthy bones and healthy teeth. So sometimes I'll buy some shelf-stable milk boxes, but those can be quite expensive. And so a cheese stick, a string cheese, or a different type of cheese works well too, or even a little container of yogurt. And if you're sending something that needs to be refrigerated, like a dairy item like a cheese stick or yogurt or lunch meat on a sandwich, you want to make sure that you're packing along a cold pack for food safety. This one came in my son's lunchbox, but if you don't have one or you lost it, you can pick up packs like this even at the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to send that along. And then if you had time to make your own homemade snacks, maybe on the weekend or an evening when you have more time, that obviously is more nutritious and more economical. I know our Sensible Nutrition breakfast bars are a great snack idea. I didn't have time to do that, so I am packing a granola bar. But again, making your own snacks is a lot more economical. I'll also pack some whole grain crackers because I have a hungry 15-year-old. And again, what he doesn't eat in his lunch at school, he can eat as a snack after school. So we have our sandwich, crackers, granola bar, our vegetables, and an apple. And then I like to try to write a little note on a napkin as often as I can. So that's ready to go And then I rinsed out his water bottle already and refilled it, so he'll be drinking water with his lunch today. If you do pack a juice box, I would just encourage you to look for 100% juice rather than the juices that have maybe a corn syrup or other sugary blend in them. So I'm so thankful that school districts throughout the state are offering free school lunches through December. That really, again, saves me so much time and money, so I don't have to pack 5 of these every morning. I encourage you to look into taking advantage of this at your school district for your children if you're not already.